What's up, Geminis? How you guys doing? Welcome to my channel. If you've never been here before, hi. Hit that little subscribe button and do me and you a favor and join my weird little tarot family. Everyone is welcome here. We do things a little differently. I do all kinds of different reading styles. And today I'm bringing you another rousing rendition of What is Your Ex Thinking? Where I wear things that I've stolen or, inherited from ex-boyfriends. And I read your ex for you, all right? So let's see what's going on in the heart of the matter for your ex, Geminis. Heart of the matter is they are a liar who refuses to fix anything. I'm not your average reader, so I'm not just going to say the Queen of Swords is cold bitch and is lying, and the Four of Swords in reverse is refusing to heal. All right, this is somebody who's completely ignoring the truth, okay? This is somebody living in a damn fantasy land. This Queen of Wands is like literally up in the air, flying around, floating around herself, space cadet, and she came in reverse, all right? So she's not inhabiting the, positive attributes of the Queen. She's inhabiting the negative ones, which is being, cold and distant and, not clear and lacking clarity and lacking, truth and the ability to move forward truthfully and with clarity. They also coming in with the Four of Swords in reverse, all right? Some more backwards air energy. And with this one, all right, the Four of Swords is about resting and healing and, taking a time out energetically to get yourself together, to process information and, go forward and do something more positive with it. All right, this person here, usually they're laying down on the Ace of Swords and, meditating on it and trying to think about it. This person has laid the Ace of Swords right down next to him, all right? This person looks like they've straight up given up, all right? They've put down the sword of truth. They've laid down and they're just about to let all these swords fall on them and die. This is someone who's given up, all right? Like they would rather die, I feel like, than tell the truth about what went on here. This person is holding on to something, Gemini. Like there is something that they didn't come clean about, and they literally, I feel like they would rather die than talk about this with you, all right? What is it that Gemini's ex does not want to talk about here? Ace of Wands in reverse. They don't want to talk about their inability to put in the effort it takes, to make this work, or their lack of effort, or their lack of passion, or their lack of ability to match you energetically, all right? Because here's what I see here, all right? I see, there's two aces here. There's not just one, all right? There's an ace here that's just a, dead, boring stick. And then there's an ace that's on fire and lit up and doing everything, okay? It's like I get the energy that one person was putting in way more effort than the other here, okay? And I don't think this person would ever admit that, all right? I feel like they think that they were doing, what they were doing was good enough, all right? They would rather die than come back and admit that you were right and that they weren't pulling their weight and that they weren't an equal partner to you and that they weren't, providing and doing whatever. All right, why don't they want to talk about that? Why are they so guarded about, whatever this Ace of Wands in reverse is? Weird. Why don't they want to talk about that? The Hierophant and the Nine of Wands. Because this person comes across like, they are a loving partner, like they are stable, like they are committed, like they are, all the way there, like Hierophant energy, like a priest, like you can always count on them. They're always, comforting and, they listen to you, they understand, they're patient. Truth of the matter is, though, Nine of Wands in reverse, they're very much not that, okay? They put up that facade like they are that kind of person, like they are stable, like they are, a good partner. But there's something off about that, all right? I don't believe that. They want people to see that, though. That's why they don't want to talk about it, because they put off this air like they are this, upstanding citizen, Hierophant, good person. That's why they would rather die than admit that they weren't, all right? But the reason for this breakup, I feel like, is because they weren't pulling their weight. Is that, that's how you felt about it. What does Gemini's person think is the real reason for the breakup? Six of Pentacles in reverse. They know damn well what the real reason for the breakup was, all right? They know that it wasn't equal. They know that somebody wasn't, putting in all they could here. They know that someone was taking way more than they were giving. They also feel like they were given to another situation, all right? See, Alice and the Hatter here, they both have empty plates. And then there's this person in the middle between the two of them, you know, that's eating the food, that's stealing from the table. He's the only one that's eating. And the other two are sitting there with empty plates. This person, I feel like, put their energy into another situation that had nothing to do with y'all's relationship, all right? It could be another person, another connection, another relationship. It could have been a job. It was something, all right? There was some other third-party entity, all right? Does not have to be an affair. There was another situation, though, that they were investing more time in, and they don't want to admit that, okay? They don't want to admit how they, you know, failed this connection, that they weren't putting in their effort, that they weren't, you know, bringing the balance that was necessary. Why don't they want to admit that? I already said because, you know, they like to be viewed as a good person, a solid person, a moral person. But why else? Why else are they not wanting to talk about that? They don't like that they failed here, all right? This person has a large ego. They really care about what other people think about them. They want to be seen as this hierophant, as this person that's like infallible, that can do no wrong, that's like almost holy. You know what I mean? But the truth of that is, like, they're not that, okay? I feel like a lot of this is an act. This person has either got a big ego or they're very, very insecure. There's a very thin line between like narcissism and insecurity, okay? Narcissists, they don't really care what anyone else thinks about them, all right? That's, you know, narcissists, they have no feelings. They don't care how anyone views them. All they care about is themselves, you know, but somebody who's insecure can come off like a narcissist, but at the truth of the matter, they really do have feelings. They really do care what people think about them. This person does really care what other people think about him. And they would rather like die and fall on their sword than admit somehow that this, you know, persona of the Hierophant that they've created for themselves is somehow flawed, okay? Because I see that it is, all right? They don't want to talk about this because it hurts, all right? The Three of Swords. They're hurt by this situation. I also don't feel like they want to admit that to you. This person does not want to, you know, open up and say that you hurt them. So instead, they're like, they're in this King of Swords in reversed energy, all right? I read art. Like the King of Swords in reverse, you know, keywords. He is cold. He is detached. He is, you know, scatterbrained. He is not clear on his intentions. He doesn't know what he wants. This King of Swords, though, he's also Humpty Dumpty, all right? And Humpty Dumpty sat on a wall. Humpty Dumpty had a great fall. Humpty Dumpty, you know, fell off the wall, broke into a whole bunch of pieces, and no one could put them together again. This person is fragile, all right? This is like fragile male ego that I'm picking up on here. Could be female as well. We all have masculine and feminine energies in it. But this is like fragility here, all right? Somebody's like, it's like their manhood or, you know, their pride, whatever it is, you know, deeply wounded, you know, if they ever have to admit that they were, you know, the reason that something didn't manifest. Because I see the Magician here in the reverse. And this Magician, I've been pointing this out. I've been using this deck, you know, for all 12 signs. This Magician is literally blowing a cloud of smoke, all right? A lot of the stuff that this person says and claims to be is a lot of blowing smoke, all right? Because the Magician is not just, you know, a manifester. You know, he does manifest. He's got all the tools of the tarot to manifest. But he's also, you know, a magician. He's good at sleight of hand. He's good at trickery. He's good at actual, you know, magic stuff, convincing people of illusions and creating illusions. This person has built their whole life on some kind of illusion that they're this Hierophant, and they're not, all right? They're not. Why are they not the Hierophant? What have they done that makes them not, you know, live up to this reputation that they've created for themselves? What did they do? What did they not want to admit to? That's a lot. That is a lot. First of all, they don't want to bring an apology. I told you that. They would rather die than bring you an apology, all right? But they do feel like they owe you one, all right? Page of Wands in reverse, Knight of Wands, Five of Cups, the Moon in reverse. That's why, because some shit's about to come out about how they cheated. Okay. Makes sense now, all right? Of course, it's like the obvious thing. Page of Wands in reverse with the Knight of Wands. This is somebody going after something for sheer dumb passion with no kind of, sensible thought in their head. Page of Wands in reverse is like a chaotic, fiery nightmare, all right? That just runs off and does whatever, they don't give a regard for what it does, what their actions do. And not only did they think about it, but they took action on it with the, Knight of Wands. They rushed into something stupidly, whatever it was. And whatever it was that they rushed into stupidly, which I get energy of a third party here because I've got, Two of Cups, the Lovers, and the Nine of Pentacles. Nine of Pentacles is like some strong single, pre-Empress energy. So we've got like a pre-Empress here, and then we've got the Lovers connection, which is like, you guys when you were in the relationship. And the Two of Cups, there was love, there was, a single woman, and there was a couple, all right? And there was love between the two of them. And then whatever they did, all right, caused the broken heart, and it's about to come to light with this Moon card. Light is about to be shed on this. And like, I feel like, Gemini, you guys are like just this close to, finding out what the reason is why this all broke up. Because I do feel like this person is hiding something from you and they're not wanting to come forward and admit, to what happened and cop to it. Because that would tarnish this whole reputation that they've built for themselves. But I feel like they realize that you're like this close to figuring out what happened. And they're getting nervous. That's why they don't want to talk about it. They acted out of character big time. They made some shady decision, and it's coming to light right now. What is Gemini's person's next action towards them? What's Gemini's ex's next action towards them? They're going to continue to lie and try to cover this up, all right? There's no smoothing this out. I feel like this person, when I see this, their next action, Ace of Swords in reverse, and the Knight of Cups in reverse. This is them like turning on you, okay? I feel like this person is going to paint a narrative of you that is untrue, Ace of Swords in reverse. Do you see this? There's two things here. There's the sword of truth, and then there's a pen, all right? The pen is mightier than the sword, all right? The sword is the truth. The pen is mightier than the sword. This person is going to convince people, try to convince people, all right, that that they did, they were the Knight of Cups, that they were, doing their part, that they did, they were doing what they were supposed to do. But that's not true. They're going to try to paint you as the villain here. Untruthfully. They're going to try to turn it around on you somehow and make it look like you did it. What's the final outcome? Well, that was quick. It's not great for them, all right? They're in this energy, all right, of Queen of Swords in reverse, Four of Swords. They're not wanting to admit what they did wrong. They're not wanting to be truthful. They're stuffing this down. They're trying to paint you as the villain and make it seem like, they're trying to so hard to keep up this reputation that they have. But all that shit is going to, it's coming, falling down, I see, all right? The way this ends up for them is, the Queen of Wands and then a whole bunch of anxiety, all right? And this Queen of Wands, I'm not just going to tell you she's the work queen and she gets everything done and she's passionate. Nah, this Queen of Wands wants to burn shit to the ground. You see this? I feel like this is them coming for you, Gemini. When they start trying to turn the tables on you and sail you down the river and make it seem like you're the one who's responsible for all of this, I feel like they're going to be met with the fiery end with the Queen of Wands. And this person is going to be, having a straight up panic attack that all this is coming to light. Because the Queen of Wands will expose you quickly, all right? She does not give a shit about emotions. She doesn't care who she hurts. She doesn't care, she doesn't mince her words. She's not going to, put it lightly. She's going to say it like it is, all right? And burn it to the ground is what I feel. And that's what they're going to be met with. All right, Gems, thank you so much for watching. I love you guys. Have a good one.